hope everyone enjoyed the story. So we're going to do the tour now. And for those of you who have never had a Firehouse Tour, I kind of start off and say that it's kind of like a house and it's kind of like an office because we have to essentially live here for 2 days as well. So we'll start out here, what we call the App Bay or the Apparatus Bay, which is essentially a garage. And if you look right here, you can see this is where the engine is parked. When we're in quarters, we back in and we park it inside here. We have these hoses here that we connect, and basically that's so when we start the fire engine, that nasty exhaust that comes up, instead of breathing that in, it gets captured through this hose and it goes up through the roof there. So we try to minimize how much we breathe in. And then just like the garage that you would have at home, we have a lot of the same things. We have some tools, workbench over there. This is called an extractor, which is basically just a heavy-duty washer dryer that we wash our firefighting gear in to get that clean and ready for the next one. And then you can follow me and just go this way. Again, just like a regular garage, this is just an area where we keep more tools for stuff that we can fix in here.
Do you do a lot of on-site repairs?
Very limited. Yeah. Small stuff that we do, we try to do other stuff. We have a city department and we'll do some repairs. So this is what we call the ready room. It's got chairs, it's got a TV. Like I was earlier, we work 48 hours, which is 2 days here. So after dinner, this is kind of where we hang out. We can do training in here. So with everything going on right now, we're doing a lot more online training and kind of distance learning stuff. So yeah, this is the ready room. Every firehouse has not an identical setup, but something very similar. It's referred to as a ready room. Over here, this is our map. So if you can see here, this is a dark gray, and then the rest is white. This is just one section of the city. This dark gray is Engine 12's first in district. So if there's a call in this dark gray area, that means we're going. If it's a call out here, it means another company's going. Over here is a broader map. This is the entire city, so all the coverage for Stockton Fire. You see here is 12, and then different firehouses will, 3s, 9s, 6s. Their districts are indicated by color on this one, but this one's placed kind of on purpose right there because when we get a call, the lights come on, the speakers open, they start talking to us and telling us where we're going, and we get we call it a printout. So out of this printer, it'll come out and it tells us what we're going on, where we're going. And so it's nice that the map's right here, so the driver can just come over here, find it, and then the door's right there to the engine. Wow. So this is a logbook we keep. So any call gets logged in here. Any visitors, like you guys, will write this in here, what time you got here, that we were reading the book. We do a daily lineup in here, so it shows who's working and make sure everything's here and accounted for. It's actually a legal document, so most of the things that we do are documented in this right here. This is just boring bathroom. If you want to take a look in there, that's just one of the bathrooms we have.
Standard issue.
And then if you want to come in here real quick. So like I was mentioning earlier, it's kind of like a house. This is one of those elements. So we have a washer and a dryer and a sink and a mop bucket. So we do the house cleaning. We do that's where we get changed. So show up in the morning, get changed, and at the end of the shift, same thing but in reverse.
Gotcha.
So in here is an office. It's where we do run reports, a lot of paperwork for our inspections, hydrants. You see there is the driver, RA. He's on the telephone there. He's probably handling some fire department business, which that's where we do that at. This is kind of a multi-purpose room, I guess. So we have our workout equipment inside, which is nice. Every firehouse will have some cache of exercise equipment. Some have their own like portable building room. Some have it in the garage area, the Apparatus Bay. This is where ours is, which is great. You know, climate control. You have to walk by it a bunch of times a day, so it really no excuse not to work out. But,
Right.
yeah, exactly. It's on your mind, and you know you have to feel bad every time you walk by if you're not working out.
Do you guys have a specific regimen that you do, or?
So it's every crew is different. We try to our big one is afternoon, and obviously it's dependent on calls, you know. But we try to get a workout in the afternoon. We try to get one if we're really feeling up for it. Kind of like a cardio one in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
This morning it didn't happen. We had a bunch of calls, and we're doing this, which is great. So yeah, so we'll do everything to try to get a workout this afternoon. But yeah, that's us. Other people, they wake up and it's the first thing they do.
Right.
It's just dependent on the crew.
Okay.
This is our table. So we eat our meals here, our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner, just like a regular house, right? We consume meals in the firehouse. So this is our table. We sit down and eat together. In here is a kitchen. So it's kind of cool when you get firehouses. This seems to be a surprise for some people. But again, it's why I kind of started the tour of like, hey, it's a bit of a house, you know? We're here for the 2 days, and because we're eating our meals here, we have everything you need to do that. We'll bring our own food in, or we'll go shopping, and then we have ovens and sinks and microwaves and coffee. We have refrigerators to keep our food in, and then yeah, the cabinets with everything you'd have in a house, right? Plates, silverware, condiments. So now we can go to the dorms. So the dorms are basically the bedrooms. And again, just like other firehouses, it's configured differently. This is one dorm. It's the officer's dorm. So bed, chair, bathroom. I mean, just like you'd have in a regular house. So sometimes it's one big area where everybody sleeps. Sometimes it's broken. It just kind of is the way the house is configured. This is actually a pretty old firehouse that they've remodeled a couple different times. So they've added on, they've reconfigured. So it's really nice. This is just a closet. So we have like Advil, earplugs, sunscreen, batteries, just stuff a regular closet would have. This, when we walk by, if you want to peek in here, this is our tower, so our communications that allows us to, you know, receive calls and talk on the radio and all that. That tower's right there.
Does it stay in there because it's cooler? Does it need the cooler?
It does need to be cooler, and it does, like, this is vented, you know. So I mean, there's definitely requirements for that, but I think they just try to keep everything in one spot. I mean, if you were to look up there, there's tons of wires and tons, you know. So they just try to consolidate everything in one spot. This is the other dorm, the other section, basically another bedroom. So 2 people will sleep in here, and then the same thing, they have their bathroom. So same thing, shower, toilet. I mean, we're showering here, we're sleeping here. So
Right.
yep.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it for that. I mean, you can go in here if you'd like and see. Yeah. So I mean, it's the showers, it's cleaning supplies. So we clean, you know, we're cleaning the bathroom every day, every morning. Showering here.
Do you guys have like a set schedule for who does what chore-wise?
We do, and again, that's kind of like house dependent, you know, on how many people you have there, what you have going on. We definitely have our group, and everybody knows what they do, and we just do it and get it done. Most of the time, like here, there's a captain, a driver, and a firefighter. So the driver typically handles, you have to check out the engine, right, and they have to clean the apparatus bay. So they're pretty much out there, and then inside is split up between the captain and the firefighter. Yeah, so, yeah.
So no slackers.
Not if you want to clean house. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or or not unless you want to be cleaning all day. So it takes us about an hour. So we'll typically eat breakfast. I mean, if no calls come in, you know, we're getting up, doing any kind of reports that we need to do, grab some breakfast. It takes about an hour to clean the house, but sometimes that's longer if we get calls or if, you know, stuff comes up like it does a lot of the time. Yeah, and then after that, it's whatever's on the calendar. It's inspections or hydrants or training or, you know, public events like this. So,
Right.
yep.
Well, is that the full tour?
That's it. That's front to back,
Okay.
side to side. So unless you have anything, unless you have any specific questions, I mean, you guys have seen it all. So that's the firehouse. Like I said, it's just like a house, but it's got a couple extra little features. But we live here, so.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was wonderful.
Yeah.
What a place to end the tour here.
Yeah, no, I know, it's funny, but no, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. We love reading guys' stories and giving tours. So maybe when the COVID's all over with, you guys can come by and we can give you tours and show you the engine.
That would be wonderful. All
right.
Thank you very much.